go back to 1989. I was going to Maryville High School. Matt was going, I think, to Sweet Home. He actually went to my prom.
I dated a girl that went to his high school and met through a handshake. And Anthony had this very distinctive feature because he's 5'4", but in high school he had Richard Grieco hair that was like this high. That made him like 5'8".
Shook his hand and that was it. Never saw him again. That was in June of '89. We graduated. In August, I moved out to California because my brother was here. My brother hooked me up with a job waiting tables.
And then unknowingly, we both moved to California and I walked into Baker Square off El Toro Road and he was waiting tables there. And the reason I recognized him is he still had that high hair.
Who's sitting at a table, I don't know if it was in my station or not, is Matt.
So I went up to him and introduced myself.
So from that day, we became best of friends and we were hanging out all the time.
I had the idea. I was 19 years old. I read Entrepreneur Magazine.
And he's like, hey, Anth, I was reading this magazine. I think it was Entrepreneur Magazine. I saw an ad how to start a restaurant delivery company.
There was a small company doing it in Herndon, Virginia, and I thought, what a great idea. I have no money. I can get a car, mobile phone, and take orders and deliver them to office buildings.
And I'm like, no way. And he's like, yeah. He goes, I'm going to drive around with my cell phone. People are going to call me on it, to order food. I'm going to call the restaurant, and I'm going to go pick it up and deliver it. And I'm like, oh, really? And so I'm like, dude, that sounds crazy. What happens if you get multiple calls? And then we had all these questions. And so we decided, he's like, hey, let's just go into business together. Let's research it. And so we did. Went to Entrepreneur Magazine, and they had an actual kit on how to start a restaurant delivery company. And so we bought that, and we spent time and energy and working on that.
Anthony and Matt come to me with Matt's idea and says, people are gonna call us and we're gonna deliver from restaurants to homes and businesses and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure if this is actually gonna work, but I was in year 7 of my 4-year degree at Cal State Fullerton. So I figured it was a good time to, take a chance.
We're all going to school, and I'm not sure if Matt was going to school, but we were almost done, and we decided to drop out and start the business. 3 Motorola radios, we got a fax machine, and we signed 6 restaurants in Irvine, and we opened.
It's not every day that a group of college students start a business that really takes off, but that's exactly what happened to 3 Cal State Fullerton business students. So much so that they quit school to concentrate on what they really want to do, make money. In this good old Orange County segment, OCN's Beth Bingham found their Laguna Hills business is delivering success.
We deliver from Chinese to Persian to Mexican, Italian. We do all California pizza kitchens in Orange County. We do Fridays, Chili, Spoons, a whole bunch more Pepinos. We have probably all top quality restaurants in all the areas we're in.
Anthony and myself were out there driving. Mike was dispatching. We ran the office out of like a 123 square foot office. Now we built the company to 35 employees.
And we just started small, and we kept all of our jobs at night so that we could, survive.
When I first started working for Restaurants on the Run, I was their bookkeeper, their first bookkeeper. The partners were doing all the books themselves.
When I started at Restaurants on the Run, I was a driver.
I first got hired with Takeout Technologies and working with Matt Martha. That was the offshoot, kind of the sister company to Restaurants on the Run.
I came on board as a dispatcher. I was working with another company at the time. Restaurants on the Run bought out the assets to that company. They got rid of everything except for me.
When I started here at Restaurants on the Run, I started actually as a driver.
Started as a driver, kind of worked my way up, worked with Matt doing field marketing, going door to door. Every office in North Orange County I think we hit up.
I started as a driver. Since then I've covered shift leader position, PM dispatch, AM dispatch slash GM, GM of South, GM of North, GM of South, regional manager of Orange County, regional manager of Orange County and San Francisco, and then regional manager of all the sites. And then just recently, we added a new regional manager, so I'm just West Coast. Everything in operation I've done except director of operations. That's it.
When we started the business, it was the 3 of us. We didn't really know a lot about business. We knew about people, and we knew about relationships. And those relationships were really with each other, but also with our employees, most importantly.
The culture of ROTR right now is, I think it's about family.
It's always been family. Sometimes you got those brothers and sisters you want to beat up, but it's always been family.
It's collaborative. Obviously, there's you know, a lot of opportunity here for people.
You know, I'm not a number at Restaurants on the Run. You know, I'm Jeff Smith. That's why I work here.
As this company's grown and the years that we've been in business, so many people that get married, you know, so many people at my wedding were from Restaurants on the Run, you know, including Mike, Matt, and Anthony. Those are such great to be able to have so many of those people that you kind of really grow up with and start working with, really be at those great life events.
I think the biggest thing is, I mean, especially with Mike, I mean, he's always that man that takes care of his employees.
They couldn't have planned to have the culture that they have. It's just who they are. And the people of this organization really represent the three owners. You have that passion for service, you have the commitment to quality and doing a good job, and you have that family feel to it. And that stems from our owners. All three of them care so much about family and doing what's right.
Restaurants on the Run? Yes, sir. We've been with you guys for 20 years. Do you know that?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning. Yep, 20 years with the three boys that are now men. Anyway, you got everything going right here? Okay, great. Okay, so you just box it up. Ryan will check it off with you. Okay, thank you. Make sure it gets there nice and hot.
Oh, you know it will.
How do you feel? I'll try it all. All right. Do you ever get food delivery at your office that you're in? No. Okay. Well, if you do, Restaurants on the Run. I will then. We're a food delivery solution for corporate America. Okay. Have a great day, sir. Thank you, you too. I always got to get new customers. You never know when the opportunity arises for new customers, even in an elevator. And that is how you do it. No job is finished until Artie is taken care of. We're good.
Great people that we work with. They've just done a good job of keeping the culture true to who we are, not, you know, saying that we're this, but we're really not. I mean, we really are what we say we are.
People. You know, there's been some great people over the years here that have really built this company. A lot of the guys I grew up with here, drivers, you know, Jeff Winkle, Ryan Flower, some of these names that just you know, really help fuel the company growth.
Continue to hire people that people have stayed. They've hired people that cared. There's a lot of people in this company who've been here a fairly long time. Part of it is just making sure that they had that culture again. It comes back to the people.
It's all about our people. And we've got, you know, you just interviewed Ruth. She's been here for what, 18 years. Melanie, Heather. There's people that have shown us and helped us along the way to get to where we are. And you know, I'm a firm believer in bringing in people that are smarter than us.
The people that we have working for us have helped us through that growth. I mean, they've been able to battle these recessions, and you know, we've had to cut, and we've had, you know, months or quarters where we're not having a bonus or increases in pay, and you know, our team really remains strong through these recessions, and you know, and now we're growing and back on track.
It's been incredible, but even besides all of that, I think about the changes in everyone's life that have been a part of the company and watching everybody grow. There's so many of us now that are married and have children, and Restaurants on the Run has been a component or a pillar, so to speak, in a lot of our lives to actually help us achieve the things that we're trying to do. We have people that are married that met here. I sometimes think about how many people have come through Restaurants on the Run as drivers or employees over the last 20 years, and we've been a part of a lot of lives, and I hope that, you know, a positive part.